Hey guys, this week we're headed to one of the big buck capitals of America, Central Ohio. Garrett, Chelsea, and I are headed to Close Encounter Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio to meet up with Eric Ashcraft and do some doe management.
Hi everybody, me, Mark, and Garrett are here in Ohio at Close Encounter Whitetail Outfitters. We're here to shoot a few does this week for management purposes and hopefully get my first kill with the bow. So we're really excited, so we'll see what happens.
Chelsea was up to bat first, and though she had a slow first night, the second night was pretty eventful.
Just wait. Yeah, you can't shoot him. The one coming here is a button bug. You don't want to shoot that. That's bad. Wait for her to turn. Go for it. Oh, shoot.
We had a doe and 3 babies come in. They came in really close. They were about 20 yards, and they had no idea that we were there. And I went to draw my bow back, and I think that's when they kind of sensed something was up, and the doe kind of got alerted that we were there. So she was alert, and I shot just a little bit high on her anyways, and she ducked about 8 inches, so the arrow just went sailing right over her back, made me sick to my stomach. And anyways,
Well, you didn't wound her though.
No, I didn't. I didn't hit her,
was-
which was good. I'd rather miss than, make a bad shot on one anyway, so that was good. But yeah, but it was really neat to have that encounter. It's not often that you get so close to these awesome animals. So, back in Oklahoma, it's a little bit different. We don't have the deer population that they do up in the north, so it's hard to see them in the same numbers that we do up here. And, to be so close to them, it was really neat. It was a really neat experience. So.
Yep.
Lucky for us, though, while we were in camp, one of Garrett's close friends was also in camp. They managed to harvest a beautiful 140-inch deer while we were there, and it was just the highlight of the week. So I ran camera for Garrett the first morning that we were there, and we didn't see much, and he hopped over my shoulder for the second morning, and oh boy, did we get in the action.
It's Monday, September 28th. It is the 3rd day here in Ohio. We're at Close Encounter Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio. And this is our opening and closing interview. We didn't get a chance to do an opening. We had some doe funnel down, feed at the corn pile, and we put a shot on them. My initial reaction was I thought it was a good shot. thought that I had completely missed her low, but Garrett thought that I thumped her right where we were supposed to. We reviewed the footage, and it's a little bit inconclusive. We know that it's a full pass-through. It may be a tad low, but as far as location, it looked perfect to us. We're going to give it an hour or so and then start looking with our initial find and see what we can find and build upon our initial thoughts, and we'll go from there.
She's right here, Dad.
Yeah?
Really? Right here.
Woo! Woohoo! Thanks, man.
Got her.
I appreciate it. Oh, man. We decided to donate the deer, and that's the reason we're not doing a recovery scene over the deer. We donated it to a local Amish family that is quite large, and they do not believe in the use of cameras, so that's why we're not doing it over that. They were very grateful, and they appreciated it very much that we were able to donate a deer for them and get to use it to feed their family.
Yeah, you know, it makes me feel really good too that, you know, we can give it back to them, and we know for sure 100% of that deer is going to get used up and go to someone that can really utilize it. And you know, we encourage that if you're not going to take it home with you, don't just waste any portion of that deer. That deer is going to be completely used up, and you know, it makes us feel good about it. And you know, Mark's got a long journey home, so it made perfect sense for us to do that. And you should have seen their faces when we gave it to them. They were pumped up. And this isn't the first time that Eric's, you know, helped out the Amish family around the area. He's been donating deer to them for a long time, and their smile never changes. And you know that they're really grateful for that. So we're just as happy.
You know, one of the great things about going to Close Encounter Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio is that they've been practicing quality deer management for several years now, and you know when you go there that you're going to see a great age structure, you're going to see a great buck to doe ratio, and because of it, your odds are increased to calling in a buck using rattling and grunting, and you're more likely to see a buck during daylight hours. You know, we all want to be successful in the woods, but we often have to take a look at the guy who's able to do it year in and year out, and that's Eric Ashcraft at Close Encounter Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio. He runs a wonderful organization, you know, top notch. He's able to attract guys like Wild Game Nation to come in year in and year out. But I think the proof is in the pudding when you look at many of his clients are repeat clients who come back year after year, and they're able to take mature deer that are 4.5, 5.5, 6.5-year-old deer that are 140 inches and up. They manage to take several booners every year, and you just look at the photos and you can tell that this place is a big buck capital of America. You know, Central Ohio is probably the place to be, and we were lucky enough to go up and harvest some does and help them out to keep that that buck to doe ratio in check. Our last day there, Chelsea and Garrett went out. Garrett was the cameraman for Chelsea, but he also brought his bow along just in case. And oh boy, did they have an eventful morning.
Hold on. Take your time whenever you're ready.
Chelsea learned a hard lesson this week on how reactive does can be, but the doe didn't leave the area and presented her with a second opportunity.
She can go for that opening. I think. Yeah, get ready, I'll stop her.
Unfortunately, Chelsea had missed for a second time, but the doe still hadn't left the area, but Chelsea was out of broadhead, so Garrett grabbed his bow and gave it a whirl.
Smoked her. That should have been right in the boiler room. Whew. I told Chelsea, I was like, just hang tight. There's tons of does in here. Eric said there's a lot of does in here, so we need to manage them. So, not even, 10 minutes after she shot, right behind us, some came, and I think I put one right in the 10 ring on that one. She was quartered away slightly. That Tekken T3, or not Tekken T3, G5 T3 broadhead, first time I'm shooting them, and I think it did the job. She immediately hit the dirt, slipped on her belly, and then went up through there. I think she broke the broadhead right off, or the arrow, so there goes an Easton, so we'll give her a little bit and then go check. Fully knocked outdoors, baby.
Oh, right there she is. She lays dead right here. Oh man. So I just got back to camp here. Mark is running the camera for me right now, and we were able to recover this nice, healthy Ohio whitetail doe. She probably weighed about 150 pounds. So it's going to be a lot of nice organic protein for the table to eat. It's going to, feed pretty much my whole family. Hopefully, mainly goes to me, but it's got a lot of usable meat on her. I put a great shot on her. Quartering away, double lung. She only went about 80 yards and expired, so it was a great harvest for us. Chelsea did awesome behind the camera. I'm really thankful to be able to, harvest such a magnificent animal. Thanks to Eric Ashcraft and his family here at Close Encounters Whitetail Outfitters in Ohio for giving us an opportunity to do something like this, and just kind of keep on his management practices like he's been doing for the last 15 plus years. So really happy. The shot was great, like I said, and turned out to be pretty good.
I just want to say thank you to Eric and everybody here at Close Encounters. They've been more than accommodating to me, Mark and Garrett, and our 2-month-old Creed. It's been a tough journey here. 22 hours away from home with the 2-month-old is hard. So for them to be so accommodating and, just more than accommodating, it's been really great. So thank you to them.
Bye, guys.
Not there, yeah.
Go down.
Go down.